Hey, what's up, guys? It's Fado82 coming at you with some more Rust tips and advice. I wanted to talk a little bit about how to find your friends in Rust. It's a common question that a lot of people have. You see it in server chat quite a bit, and it can be somewhat daunting when you first start on a server, especially now that all the maps are random and procedurally generated, so not everything is going to be the same. It's not like it was in Legacy where there was one map and you could sort of learn it. So, Rust's one of those games. You start off naked, you wake up on a beach, it's yourself and a rock, and you're naked and you're kind of alone, naked and afraid, if you will, and you're looking around, you're seeing there's some landmarks, stuff of that nature, and your buddies are usually saying, where are you? So one of the best ways that you can sort of figure stuff out now is to hit the F1 key, which is going to bring up some different information. If you click on system information, you're going to see some information about the server. If you look here under where it says world, you're going to see the seed number and then the size of the world. Take note of both these pieces of information, and then you can tab out of the game if you take down the seed number and the size. And if you go to a website called playrusthq.com, you can click on a button here that actually says generate map. Okay, and then you're going to input that seed number, which again you find by hitting F1 and getting it right there. You're going to input that seed number there and the world size there, and then it's going to generate a map similar to the one here. It still can be, a little bit tricky finding your friends, but at least now you have a layout of what the place looks like. So you might say, do you see the mountain with a snowy peak in the middle of the grassy area? Or something to that effect. Or you might say, I'm out in the desert, but I'm by something that looks like an oasis. You can see on the maps, it does show you where the rad towns are, which are these areas here. There's one over here as well. There's usually 3 per map. 2 that are larger in nature, and then a smaller one that's usually somewhere else. Even with that being said, you might in the game still have to do a little bit of navigating just based off of the environment. In Rust, there's no compass, there's no direction to tell you which way you're facing or where you're going. Some of the ways that you can figure things out are to find landmarks. For instance, this lighthouse over here there's many lighthouses on the maps, but this particular one, you can see there's kind of some glaciers out there. So you can use that as a way to pinpoint where you are. Over here, that's one of the radiated towns. So you could tell your friends, that you're in the direction of one of these landmarks if they know at all where it is. Another awesome way in Rust, way back to the Legacy days, to even find where you are and to sort of triangulate your position is to look at the sun. And then they have the moon there as well. But it actually sets, it rises, and you can figure out where your buddies are depending on, if they're in front of it or where it is in relation to their position. Another great way to figure out where your buddies are is if there's an airdrop coming in. An airplane will actually fly across the map, and it will drop an airdrop, which is a crate with a parachute that's full of usually some more high-end supplies. But when that plane starts flying over, you can usually figure out pretty easily where on the map your friends are in relation to where the plane's flying. Especially once that crate starts dropping, you guys should be able to find each other fairly easily. It's not as daunting as it seems at first. It does require a little bit of navigational, fortitude, if you will. But it's pretty fun. It's a really interesting experience. And, Rust is not a game that holds your hand in any way, shape, or form. And there's no friend finder. There's nothing like that. But if you utilize the seed number and you go to playrusthq.com, you'll be able to generate a map of the server, and that should help you out a bit. Hope this helped. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Comment if you will. If not, that's cool too. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in Rust. Take care.